Okay, we are live. How y'all doing? Okay, let me get my wits, my nerves about me here. I had to get all set up. I had to make sure that my camera was functioning and all that shit. Had to reset everything and get it a rolling. Let me get everybody in. See if everybody's going to get tuned in. I'll check and make sure that everything's a rolling good, and we'll be all right. Hey, somebody just come in. I don't know who, but hey, Don. We're waiting on people to get here for a minute. I'm nervous. Holy shit. Damn. Let me check something here real quick. Let's see who the hell's rolling around here. Come on, assholes. Now, where I'm supposed to be, what'd they do? Blacklist me? You bastards. Tell me I'm not live right now. Oh, just a second here, guys. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. Good deal. This will work. All right. That just lets me know that I'm rolling. Okay, guys. Guess what I promised you? Okay. What I got here is a bound and printed PDF copy of the Soulforge. Now, several people had informed me, very helpful people, before I decided to do the stream, that this book has a couple of little errors in it, as far as page numbers and entrances of where things are supposed to be in it, little odds and ends like that. Now, this thing, it was not exactly canon, nor was it consistent with what I think anything that Margaret Weiss had intended for Raistlin in the Tower of High Sorcery. She did later write something called the Soulforge, but at the time that this was written, DragonLance, that part had not really been conceived that well, so they had these adventure books, and this was one of them. It's a choose your own adventure. Okay, now it's played sort of like Dungeons and Dragons, but there's a little bit of a variation to it. You do have one character card, okay, one character sheet. Now this would be perfect because I can slip this damn thing under the glass, and so we'll just use a marker and mark on the damn thing, okay? And we'll let everybody get in here and make sure everybody's up and ready to rock and roll. We're just getting ready, so. I don't know if I'll have anybody in here tonight, but like I said, this stream's going to be ready for anybody to watch, and you can peruse at your leisure. Now, I want to remind you that this stream is 18 and up. I'm disabled. I tend to cuss like a sailor, okay? And plus, I smoke weed. Now, I try not to do so on cam, but if you hear bubbling sound, that's normally what it is, all right? I don't allude to it, but on occasion, I take a break. Just what it is. All right. Now then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set this up. It's got illustrations in it. I'll show you right here. See, we actually made a binding for this. My mother made a binding for this for me. This one she did. She had to glue it, and she actually had to thread it through. I don't know if you can see that. You see, we actually made a binding for it. This was from an original paperback that had been put into a PDF. Somebody had made a PDF of it. And basically what I did, I used the front and back printer and I printed it out. Okay. So it's been out of print for many, many years. Even their PDF was technically illegal, but this is not for sale. This is my personal copy. Okay. My channel, I don't make a dime off this channel. This is 100% free for you and for me. Okay. But it's got illustrations in it. I've read through it. It's something else, man. They got Raistlin. Well, you'll see it, but they got him riding on a monster out of the Monstrous Compendium. You just sit there and look at it, and you're like, that's a little bit out of place, especially from where it's from. But yeah, man, Early 80s, man. But it's got illustrations like this right here. Is that not cool? I mean, that's boss. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same as I did with my rule cyclopedia. I'm going to take some colored pencils and I'm going to color these in. I'm going to color them because they're mine. Now, when I pass on, my family will have these in a collection. Okay, so they'll be able to look at them, access them, play them. You know, to be there for all time for me. Good idea, isn't it? I mean, what the fuck? I'm on borrowed time any damn way. And I'm moving like the devil's on my ass. Okay. We ready to rock and roll? We ready to rock and roll. Let's go over here and get situated. The battle map. I want to get in my chair here. I'm going to wipe up a SWAT and we'll be ready to roll. Okay, hold on just a second. Bear with me for just a second here, guys. We're gonna... I'm sorry, you just caught a shot of my laptop. You want to see how the sauce is made? Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Okay. Well, shit. And yes, I laminated it. The laminate did quite good, but it started to come up on it. I'm trying not to sit on this damn controller. Oh, I hate it when that happens. You actually sit on the Xbox controller and it turns it on. And then everything comes on. Okay. All right, guys, let me move over here. All righty. We're going to move right here. Do. I got to get a stable surface for me here. Okay. As soon as I have a stable surface, we'll be all right. All right. Ha ha ha. Probably see yourself on the TV screen, can't you? You want to look at me. Okay. Yeah, I got my setup here. That way I can adequately get everything done. Okay. We'll be all right. We'll get this rolling. I just want to make sure that I get it right. I want to get it right tonight. Okay. You just have to bear with me, guys. You know me. I'm like a kinder. I'm all over the place. Look at this. You get to see tons of Dungeons and Dragons shit. Dragons of Flame, that's the manual. Okay, we're going to put all this under here. Oh, did she get that out and move it under there again? I'm mad at her when she was getting my trash. She moved that out of the way. Set that up there, and I needed to put my books up there. Darn it. Oh, phooey. Well, okay. Well, it ain't going to matter. The only dice that we're really going to need are D6, as far as I can tell from this damn thing, but we'll figure it out. I'm trying to get this crap out of the way so it looks a bit more atmospheric. I know I got all my shit in the way, but I still got my battle mat up there. All right, let's get Raistlin's character card and slip it under here. All right. I was going to print it out on cardstock, but I didn't have time, so fuck it. Let's go ahead and slip it under the glass. Don't be a dickhead. All right. Easy, easy, easy. Oh, fudge. This thing's dirty. I need to clean it, but I'll clean it. It'll be all right. All right. Screw it. We got it in the glass, and I'll clean this off here in just a minute. That's what happened. I set my damn drink on it and got it funky. You don't really want to do that. Don't really set stuff on it. Don't set your bong on it, which I have been known to do like a dumbass. But anyways, I've set this under a pane of tempered glass. I don't see anybody in chat, but it's okay. I think we're rolling. Toast, toast, toast. Can you even hear me? Uh-oh. I don't think there's any audio. Hello? Audio. We're going to have to get some audio. Hold on just a second here, guys. Let me see what's going on here. Shit, I didn't even think about that. What's up with my audio here? It's there. Can you hear me? Only other thing I know to do is to hold on just a second. Hold on just a second here, guys. Only other thing I know to do here. It's going to be loud. It's going to be loud. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's coming in. We're good. We're good. Oh. All right. That's a relief. That's a relief. Okay. Good deal. As long as I got audio coming in, we're good. All right. So it's feeding in. It's just that my audio wasn't registering as high. I guess because I've got a little bit of a noise gate on this. So I'm hoping it don't go too quiet. I'm hoping you can hear me. It picked me up on that. So I'm assuming I should be fine. All right, guys. We're going to roll with it. Whatever it is. We're going to try it the best we can. If we don't, oh well. Be my damn luck. I attempted a whole fucking stream the damn thing. We got any damn audio. That would suck. No, I heard it come out of the TV. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it come out of the TV. Oh God, my teeth are so fucked up. A lot of times I have to be very careful about smiling. All right, we're 11 minutes in. I need to quit jacking my jaws. Do what I said I was going to do. Let's go ahead and go to the map here. Okay, let's roll her around. Okay. There we go. That'll work. Okay. Yep, we got it. All right, guys. I'm going to set down the book here in a minute. I'll adjust the camera. I'm just getting this ready. Okay. All right. Like in between my audio going out on Twitch and all that other shit. I don't know. I did some tweaking and some adjusting to my audio the other day, and it might have cleared some of it up. I put a little bit of a noise gate. Now, I don't know how much of it'll do, though. It might clip some of my shit short, but who knows? When I switched over to Twitch for the damn thing, I don't know. And if I have to, I can read some of this on Twitch now that I know how to do the transitions and stuff. So we'll figure this out. Trust me. We'll get this done. I guarantee you of that. We're not going to be short. I promise you. Okay. Let me move my computer, just slightly a hair, so I can assess that. I'm going to move this up just about a little LRC. LRC, I know what you know what that's an abbreviation for. Okay, but like, see, if I need to, all I got to do is write on the glass, and see, I don't waste no paper, so I can use it over and over and over again. Pretty damn cool. Okay. So far, so good. All righty. There's nobody here, but we're 13 minutes in and we're doing okay. All righty. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's start. We ready roll? We ready roll. And you want to see me read this, or do you? Well, there's nobody in chat to ask me. Fuck. Where's some crickets at? Here are these crickets. Crickets, 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 crickets. Raistlin's listening to the sound of the motherfucking crickets. Gonna listen to the sound of the crickets. Raistlin's gonna listen to the sound of the crickets. I should have got the dragon orb out. I didn't even think about that. So I had Raistlin here, but whatever. We'll get it out on it. Well, see, we're not going to do the whole thing. We're going to do one playthrough, and then we might do it again another night. See, because I don't know how long it'll run through, but we're at least going to do one playthrough. Okay? I promise you. We'll do one playthrough. All right, let me get on camera. So, I just don't want you to see that. See, I need to slightly move out of the way of something here. I need to rewrite this camera just a hair. Just a hair. Well, alright. Shit, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're gonna get this right. We're gonna get this right. I tell you now. We're gonna get it right. Probably see my fucking screen behind me. It's a bunch of bullshit. Oh boy. It looks like this. I can be talking like this, but you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do this shit. Okay. And no, I'm not gonna turn a fan on because that would, of course, would make my voice go boo 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 boo. I don't know if it affects the direction of the mic if you're in front of it like this or not. I'm just watching this damn thing go in and out. I'm hoping that it's not muted, and I hope it didn't fuck anything up. I think we're okay. I guess. All right. I'm gonna attempt at least the first 40 minutes, I guess. Okay, guys. This is the Soulforge. Okay. In Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, choose your own adventure. Okay. Read by Agent Joe. Okay. And when we need to look at the character card, I will actually point the camera to it if I need to. All right. Or I can tilt it toward it. Whatever. If there's somebody in chat, just ask me to do so. I don't see anybody. So I'm just going to keep fucking reading. I don't give a shit. All right. And we'll just figure out what's going on here. All right. All right. All right. The Soulforge by Terry Phillips. Cover art by Keith Parkinson. Interior art by Mark Nelson. Yeah, if I'm thinking correctly, then yeah, Keith Parkinson, this fellow right here who drew this painting, Parkinson was the one who passed away. So if you've got an original of this painting signed from him, it's probably worth something, okay? Because he's no longer around. He drew the EverQuest and some other stuff, and then Elmore, which is on my wall. I've got 4 Elmores and 1 Easley, okay? All right, but anyway, let's keep going. We're not. Pretty cool, huh? Hey, I like how I got the camera here because I can put it right up there, just like a little kid. Okay. Well, see, the original book was just a paperback. So can you imagine trying to show that? And fucking thing, keep that thing open. Fuck that. This thing's nice and easy to fold open. So really, this ain't bad. This ain't bad at all. Okay. To Raistlin, who is more alive than he'll ever know. The Soulforge, copyright 1985 by TSR Incorporated. I was 3 years old in 1985. I think, yeah. Copyright, blah, 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 blah. I'm not distributing it. It's for personal use. So there you go. TSR has long since gone out of business. They were acquired by Wizards of the Coast. This was long out of print. Okay. This has not been in print for at least several decades. Like I said, it was published in 85. It was first published in 85 in a limited run, probably at a school library. So somewhere you might find one, an original. In a discontinued book section somewhere. Somebody might have thrown one out. Who knows? Okay. It starts out, your character in this book, you are Raistlin of Solace, a moody, hot-tempered, brilliant young magic user from the village of Solace. Your world is the world of Kryn, from the DragonLance Chronicles, peopled by all manner of strange beings and creatures. For as long as you remember, you have been able to read and detect magic inherently, a fact noted with a great deal of attention by the citizens of Solace. Some expect great things of you, others warn that you will bring damnation upon their village. But all that must occupy the back of your mind for now, as you set out upon your greatest challenge, to journey to the fabled towers of high sorcery, there to face the dreaded test that all great mages must pass. There was a bunch of books that I guess it also got me into DragonLance because that's where the name Randall came from in Southern Gothic. A bunch of books called Circle of Magic, and it was about this guy who was studying to become a sorcerer. And they were actually pretty good books, and I'd actually read them first before I'd ever read Dragonlance. But I remember reading those in school, and that kind of turned me on to Dragonlance. It really was. Okay. All right. Now, your Raistlin of Solace will be different from someone else's because you helped create it. Okay. So, carefully tear out the removable character stats card at the beginning of this book. That's the one that we put under the glass. This card is a record of Raistlin's character makeup. It also doubles as a bookmark. Okay. Okay. Well, shit. You know what that means? I gotta take it out. Fudge. I'll have to print out another copy. I can't do it right now. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Well, you know what? We're not going to worry about it. I'm going to use a slip of paper for my bookmark. I'm not a child because that one's under the glass. I got a card or here, something I can use. Okay. All right. Yep. If you have, yeah, if you want to play this in a group and have everybody do this individually as a party, you could do this. Okay. So, say you want to get a bunch of people together and read this out around a table, and then just have everybody mark a Raceland stat out. You know, you could do that, and you take a vote on what does what, and then everybody marks down their character stat. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I've seen them play it all kinds of ways. All right. If you have access to a photocopier, you may wish to make photocopies of the character stats card before you fill it in. Another alternative is to reproduce the card on a 3x5 card or a slip of paper. You are now ready to complete the individual identity of Raistlin by establishing his strengths and weaknesses, your character's name, Raistlin, and character class. Magic User has already been entered for you. Before you fill out the rest of the card, it is necessary for you to understand the game's scoring system. Okay, I'm also going to show you Raistlin's original stats for the AD&D second edition game. Okay, in the modules, and plus him as a black robe, things like that. I can get out those things and show you little stuff like that. Okay, all right, let's keep going. All righty. All right. Playing the game requires you to keep track of three things: hit points, skill points, and experience points. So we got that. We got skill points and hit points. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. I'm just mad to not get our camera fucked up. It disconnected on me earlier today. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. Sorry, I know it makes a damn racket when I do this. Okay. Getting lined up here. I guess everybody can see that. Alrighty. What we got? I'm gonna use my bed. I don't like setting shit on my bed because I fuck up and sit on it all the time. I ain't watching what the hell I'm doing and I fuck up and I sit on it. And that's what happens. I screw up and I sit on it. Okay. I'm gonna situate this until I get this right, y'all. I'm gonna get this right. Okay? You understand me? I'm gonna get this right. Engine gonna get it right. Okay? Engine keep doing it till engine gets it right. Okay? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I'm the little engine that can and could. All right? You got that? All right. I think this will work. I'm gonna set the camera right here and I'm gonna keep it here for a while. All right? If I need to look at the stat thing, I just lift it up right there. It ought to be all right. Of course, that thing's in the eyes, ain't it? I'm just experimenting here. Hey, we're an evolving show. Okay? If I had a pretty production assistant to help me, it'd be a different story. But it's just me on my lonesome. So it'll be me stopping to take the potty breaks and hit the silly salad and all that while we get this done, all right? Okay. We're just on the 7th page right yet. All right? We're doing good. We're 25 minutes in and we're on page 7. We're just beginning. All right? So anybody coming in, welcome. We're getting ready to rock and roll. All right. As Raistlin, you have a specific life strength represented by hit points. Once your character hit points are gone, he ceases to exist and the venture has ended, whether the text has come to an end or not. Raistlin may lose hit points when he fails, through the roll of the dice to subdue an enemy with a magic spell or outwit the enemy because the opponent strikes him back. As a result, you must deduct a stated number of hit points from Raistlin's hit point total. A character may also lose hit points through sneak attacks or through carelessness when he has no chance to fight back. In such instances, roll the stated number of dice for damage. The result of die roll is deducted from the character's total hit points and recorded on the character's stats card. Raistlin, as a young magic user, a class not known for strength, starts out with 6 hit points plus 2 random chances to improve this score. Roll one 6-sided die twice. And in honor of Raistlin, you know what? We can either give him. Watch this. Can't get him out of the damn dice bag, man. Me old fumble fingers here. We can either give him a blue die. Okay? Did they come in yet? No. Where is it? Oh, lonesome me. No, I had the fucking good wisdom to stream at 8:30 when all the big shows are fucking streaming. You think they're gonna come in here for that? No, they'll watch it when it's done. Okay. My people figure out, well, Joe's slow as fucking molasses, so he's slow Joe. I'm on engine time, you understand? Hey, I was prompt and I got my ass here, okay? I showed up when I was supposed to. When I said I was going to show up, I showed up. It's 8:30. We're rocking and a fucking rolling. We're live, baby. And I hope we're live and I've got sound. So if I don't, we're fucked. Because I was screaming and hollering. If I'm fucking 100% silent, we are so fucked. Oh, boy. All right. We got 2 D6s. Like I said, we'll go take us to a certain point and a stopping point. And if I get killed, we'll stop and we'll wrap it up and we'll do it again another day. And we'll see how it went this stream, okay? This is successive process. I like this. We'll just see how to do it. And this is a training ground for me. All right. I'll tell you that right now. It is my training ground. This is what the fuck I'm doing right now. Oh, I've got my damn 2nd edition stats here for my normal monsters and shit. That's kind of funny. I forgot I slid it under there. Okay, what we gonna do here? What we gonna do? Bad boys, what we gonna do? All right. You gotta remember I'm also blind, y'all. So you have to give me a second to get my blurry orb to focus because I have got a bad cataract in my good eye. All right. All right. Roll one 6-sided die twice and add the higher number of the 2 scores to 6 for your total hit points. Okay, one 6-sided die twice. Okay, so we're just going to roll 2 of these, okay? All right, and we're gonna go roll 2d6 and add it to the 2 scores, 2 6 for your reasoning agility, or which score was it? 6 hit points plus 2 plus 2 random plus score. Roll 1 6 and add the higher number of the 2 scores to 6 for your total hit points. Okay, so 6 plus All right, whatever. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. It's 15 hit points. Damn. Okay. 15 hit points, I think. If that's what I'm thinking. 15? I'll take 15. Fuck it. He don't usually get 15 in the fucking game when he's he got lucky on that one. He's actually healthy. This is before the Tower High Sorcery. A lot of this depends on how many hit points he's got, okay? So we're going to go with 15. Yep, because he got a 6 and a 3. Okay. Okay. We'll mark it right there. I'll show it to you here in just a second. My marks are fucking terrible, but it's okay. I think I got what I needed to get. Okay, so he's got 15 fucking hit points. That makes sense? Right there. Marked it on the glass. That glass right there is fucking awesome. Okay? I'll tell you that right now. The glass is just absolutely freaking awesome. I love it. This is great. I guess I could move it across the table. Well, I don't know if you can see the book then after that, but okay. We got it. The only thing I'm worried about is I'm going to end up smearing that shit all over the place. Because this erase is pretty easy. You can fuck up and smear it with your hand or drag a book across it, and it just completely comes off. Because it's whiteboard. It's a plain timber. It's meant to. But it's better to not be permanent. So keep that in mind. Let somebody in chat keep a hold of it for me, but whatever. Lights are hard on me. Oh boy. All right, well, let's roll. All right, we'll get through this. All right. Guard Raistlin's hit points carefully, but don't be too cautious about losing them when the goal seems worthwhile. At times throughout the adventure, you may have the opportunity to recover some of your hit points through healing or rest. However, it's important to remember that you can never recover more hit points than you had at the start of your adventure. Now you are ready to determine the skills of your characters. Skill points allow you to increase a character's chances of success by adding the score for a specific skill to the dice roll. In this book, you will be asked to divide 9 skill points in any way you want for Raistlin, with one exception. As a magic user, Raistlin's reasoning skill score must be the highest or equal to the highest of the 3 skill scores, and his present skill score must be the lowest or equal to the lowest. All 3 skills must have at least 1 skill point assigned. An explanation of each of your 3 skills, reasoning, agility, and presence, follows. Okay, so did everybody get that? Do we got that halfway? All right. As a magic user, Raistlin's reasoning skill score must be the highest or equal to the highest of the 3 skill scores. Okay, so you got reasoning, agility, and presence, right? Okay, so his reasoning has to be the highest, and you have 9 skill points to donate. Okay, so of those, the reasoning gets the most points out of agility and presence. Presence gets the lowest. So they're trying to get you to have a certain outcome. All right. Reasoning, it says a magic user's reasoning power is his most important skill. It enables him to think through all aspects of a situation quickly, frequently while under great pressure. When you use your reasoning skill in this book, roll 1 die and add the result to your reasoning skill score. Okay? Right? If the total is equal to or larger than the number required given in the text, you are successful. Okay. All right, so they'll have you roll a die for your reasoning skill, or 1 die, and add the result to your reasoning skill score. If the total, what you rolled, is equal to or larger than the number required, given in the text, you are successful. We'll look at that when we get to it. Raistlin's agility skill score increases his chance of success in feats involving such things as nimbleness, dexterity, speed, dodging, and the like. To do his little coin thing, little fucking gold coin, yeah. To use your agility skill, roll one die and add the result to your agility skill score. If the total is equal to or greater than the number given in the text, you have succeeded. Presence. Your presence skill score increases your chances of success in keeping cool under pressure without panicking. It also helps you convince others to act as you wish them to. Thus, its use can frequently influence the decisions of others. To use your presence skill, roll one die and add the result to your presence skill score. If the total equals or exceeds the number given in the text, you are successful. Okay. As in real life, experience increases chances of success in a given situation because you have encountered a similar situation before and understand the possibilities that may occur. You, as Raistlin, begin this adventure with precisely 6 experience points. Okay? You may spend them to increase your chances on any die roll throughout the book. But once experience points are used up, they are gone and must be deducted from your total. We suggest you save as many as you can so they're just extra points just to help you bump it up, I guess, to get over a challenge. To use experience points, you must decide how many points you will spend before you roll the die, then add that score to the die roll. Whether the roll of the die is successful or not, the experience points are gone and must be deducted from your total. Do y'all get that? I hope you get that, because seven for crucial situations. There are places in the story you may be rewarded with extra experience points for playing the adventure well. Okay, I got you. Helps you get you over obstacles. It's just little shit like that. See, you could probably make this into a damn flash computer game now. All right, magic use. All right, hold on. Let me take a drink of soda here. Get a whopping of silly salad. We're still going. We'll see if anybody's going in. Mm. Cheers, y'all. Turn the page and get luck. There I go. Turn the page. Hey, we got a visitor here. It's a freaking ant. Come on, Mr. Ant. I don't want you here. Yeah, you can tell it's friggin' warming up because the damn bugs are coming in. Come on, Mr. Ant. I don't want to kill you live on stream. Yeah, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Yeah, whatever. I hope this audio's coming in okay. Because if it ain't, we are so screwed. Okay. Get off my book. Ants everywhere. All right. All right. A magic user must memorize the spells he plans to use for any given adventure. Certain spells also require use of a spell component, perhaps a bit of bat fur, a lizard tail, and so forth. At the start of the adventure, you may assume that Raistlin is prepared to use any spell in his spell book, which is in section 10, and that he has brought along proper components for any spells listed. He must, of course, have the components in hand and ready to use. At some point in the story, he may lose his spell components. If so, he must somehow acquire the proper components for each spell he wishes to cast in order to use it. If at any time you, as Raistlin, try to cast a spell that requires a opponent and you do not have it with you, you must turn to section 193. I'd say it's bad. I'd say it's really bad. You don't want to do that. Likewise, spells must be reviewed periodically in order to use them properly. At the venture's beginning, Raistlin has reviewed all of his spells and thus may use any of them. But as the time goes on, he may forget their proper wording and must review them again. The text will explain how to know which spells are available to Raistlin at any given time. Now, they have a thing where you can play without dice. Now, it's been known that in a lot of institutions where they don't allow the people to have dice, not that I've ever been in one, I hope to never be in one, but they use pieces of paper. And right here, this is what they do. Okay? Should you ever wish to play the adventure when dice are unavailable, there is a simple substitute that requires only pencil and paper. Simply write the numbers 1 through 6 on separate slips of paper and mix them up in a container. Then draw one of the slips, note the number, and place it back in the container. Mix up the numbers and draw a second time. Each draw represents one roll of a die. If only one die is called for, draw only one number. Your character is now complete, and you are ready to begin your adventure. Turn the page, and good luck. Alrighty, we ready to rock and roll? Rock and roll, hoochie coo. Rock and roll, hoochie coo. That's the introduction, anyway. Alright, I think you can sit on my lap right here. Maybe. You're actually sitting on my crotch. I know that's gross. You're not at my crotch, let's put it that way. I'm just holding the camera up like this. I can actually hold it up like this, and I'm pretty sure you can sit and listen to me, and I can hold it in my hand just like this and read to you. And I'm thinking that you can see what I can see. So when I look, you can look. The only other thing I know to do is to get a GoPro and do this, which I'm about tempted to fucking do because one, I'm going blind. So if y'all want to contribute and get me a GoPro to use for these damn things so I can set it on my head so I can see where I'm looking and you can tell me where I'm going, that'll help a blind man. Okay? All right. I'm not monetized. So, all right. A magic user. Oh, yeah, we didn't read this. See? My blind asses didn't forgot. See? Shit. All right, let me get my reach over and grab my spell book here. Yeah, somebody told me to put bronzing powder on and walk out in my black robes and shit. Yeah, make my hand all bronzy. Make it look like Raistlin turning the fucking page. That'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it? Yep. All right, somebody's gonna do it. You watch. Somebody'll steal my fucking idea and they'll do it. Go for it. Fine. Put out your Dragonlance content. If it works, it works. All right. It says, "Why must we test this one so severely?" whispered a voice from the nether region. "Who questions the gods?" Parsalian muttered impatiently. "They demanded a sword. I found one, but beaten, tempered, made useful. And if he breaks, then we bury the pieces." From the Chronicles of Astinus of Palanthus of Creon. Astinus. Astinus. Yeehaw. So, guess what? Parsalian most likely made the pact with either the Dark Queen or Fistandalus. Most likely Fistandalus. Who knows? It's hard to say. If you want my bet on it. Okay. All right. It begins. The spot of light shimmering on the floor of the vast mountain valley looks small and inconsequential from such a height. It is particularly extraordinary that it should be here in the middle of her territory, which covers much of the western reaches of the Carolus Mountains. But as the night hunting owl drops on silent wings to investigate, the light grows and grows until it becomes something rarely seen in this part of the world of Kryn, a campfire. As the owl floats downward in the moonless darkness, her night senses gather in a more of the singular scene. The sound of horses shuffling about restlessly, a small lean-to, and two human creatures gathered around the light. One of them is a large, burly thing, well muscled and strong. She does not know that this is a warrior, and a very strong one at that. She has never really seen one before. This type of creature has never been here before, as far as she can remember. The other, her senses recognize immediately. Smaller, thinner, not as strong. She has sensed many of this type in her valley at previous times, though the word magician means nothing to her. But from this smaller figure there emanates an indefinable power that unnerves her, a power stronger than any she has ever felt before. Her instincts read it clearly as one reads a scroll in broad daylight. Disquieted, she digs her wings into the still night air and sweeps off across the valley to continue her night hunt in the wooded peaks beyond. So the owl saw Raistlin and figured, well, one's big and one is one bad. Shut your Uh-oh. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, turn to 94. Hey, I almost fucked up, didn't I? Shit. I got it, I got it, I got it. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. I'll never do a lot of Patreon. Okay. From page 94, right? Oh, shit. No, it wasn't 94. You got to turn to entry 94. Stupid. Entry 94. Okay. All right. I'm assuming it's entry 94. All right. Right. I don't see any page 94. Do you see page 94? Make sure we're doing this right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep. That was it. All right. We're here. Morning brings a rude awakening. Raistlin, hey, Race, you better wake up and take a look at this. Not now, Cameron, you mumble groggily. It's too early and I'm too tired. Yeah, I forget. He's not whispering yet. He's still kind of young, but he's, kind of young, arrogant, cocky, but he's still indignant. He's still, he's kind of, Raceland at this point in his life is still kind of a nerd, a McLovin, as it would be. So he's not exactly, the latest man that he later becomes. All right. All right. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Not now, Caraman, you mumble groggily. It's too early, and I'm too tired. You roll over in your blankets. Your warrior brother has been jumpy ever since your arrival in this secluded valley in the Corollas Mountains the previous evening. No need to pay him any heed now. The night's sleep had again proved to be insufficient. No one night's sleep could possibly relieve the soul wearing fatigue caused by the last leg of your quest. The Rocky Mountain passes and steep trails you traveled through the Corollas Range were particularly unforgiving. You and your twin brother, Caraman, spent 3 long weeks of your month-long journey from your home village of Solace, wandering through unrelenting, bone-bruising heights. So they're wore the fuck out, okay, before getting there. You realize this? And they've supposedly already been on some adventures before. He's taking the test of high sorcery. Let's see. All right. The cataclysm and the passing of the old gods from Kryn had done more than to strip the world of the true power of healing. It had shattered the land itself, and these bitter mountains were proof positive of that. Your brother, you must admit, had been of considerable help during the journey. Though he had not really been invited, his skills as a fighter had come in handy. Well, who in the hell fuck else was going to take Raistlin up there? If Raistlin can't fight, then who in the hell else, okay? There were creatures abroad in the land that only a warrior of his strength and skill could handle, and you had run into your share of them during your journey. Several times your spells and his sword had barely saved your skins. I wonder what it would be like to actually watch something like that spew from your hands, to actually cast a spell. There is no doubt that you fought well together. If the truth were known, you were actually glad he had come along. He had made a difficult journey whose end would prove well to be deadly that much easier. Last night, you finally reached the secret valley you had sought for so long. You arrived with time to spare as well. The constellations of the warrior and the queen of darkness had barely begun their eternal contest for the night sky. Yes, you thought, there's plenty of time to rest or perhaps to meditate, and you certainly needed to collect your spells for the forthcoming test. You would soon find out that no such rest was forthcoming. Again, Caraman's frantic shouting intrudes into your sleep-clouded mind. Something's not right here, Race. Come, quick! His troubled tone startles you from your makeshift bed. Tossing aside your blanket, you hurriedly scramble to your feet. The sight that greets your still, unfocused eyes jolts your brain to full wakefulness in an instant. Not 100 feet in front of your camp stands a very dark, dense, mist-draped forest. A forest that was not there last night. A strange and powerful aura radiates from the forest. What seems to be a living essence reaches out to you from within its dark recesses. It touches your soul, and you shiver unconsciously. Swirling mists cling to the branches and boil around the roots of squat, twisted trees. Faint, wispy arms of fog strain like tethered creatures towards you. Uh-oh, you better hope your ass ain't gone to Barovia. Whoops. Faint, wispy arms of fog strain like tethered creatures toward you from across the distance, only to be pulled back by some magical force. The pale light from the overcast early dawn sky doesn't even begin to penetrate the foreshadowy darkness. Caraman shakes his head in disbelief. From the look on his face, you know that he too senses the evil that lurks within these woods. Raistlin, he says quietly, as though trying to avoid being overheard, you and I have suffered through a great deal to get here. We've seen and fought many strange things, but this forest has me at the end of my rope. What you're looking for is beyond these woods. I'd like to know. Resignedly, you sink down on a log. One of the hardest parts of the journey is now at hand. How to tell your twin brother what the future holds without telling him too much. He respects the truth. You think quickly. He may help me willingly if I give him some idea what this place is. But if he finds out that these woods could well lead to our deaths, he will never let me go in. And above all else, I must go in. If you decide to tell Caraman a partial version of the truth, turn to entry 140. If you think that you can bluff him into entering the woods with you, go to entry 164. See, they don't tell you that. You think it'd be the page number. It's actually the entry. Okay. All right. So this is the first choice of the fucking game. Tell him the fucking truth. Tell him the fucking truth. See what he says. Says, oh, fuck it. Let's go home and have pork and beans. I'm getting horny. Of course, Tika hadn't grown up yet, so he can't go back up there and. Okay. It seems that the only way to get Caraman to cooperate is to keep him from guessing the truth. If he ever found out what awaits me in there, you think he'd never allow me to enter. I'll be lost. I'll have to feign ignorance. Brother, I'm at a loss to explain why this forest is here. I am as befuddled by its appearance as you are, but it is here, and I'm sure that the test I seek lies somewhere beyond it, perhaps even inside the forest itself. You pause shortly, as you consider appealing to his adventurous warrior nature. It certainly represents a challenge, don't you think? I'm sure that once we find a way in, we'll not only discover some clue to further my quest, but we also have ourselves a rousing good adventure as well. Shall we get on with it? Roll one die and add the result to your present skill score. If the total is 8 or more, turn to 182. If it is 7 or less, turn to entry 191. Remember, if you think it's important enough, you can add experience points to any die roll. If you decide to use any experience points, be sure to decide how many points you wish to spend and then subtract them from your total experience points, whether your die roll is successful or not. Okay. It's kind of like using extra points. I'm pretty sure you remember playing LA Noir where you got extra points to ask a question. It works exactly like that. So you know what, Team Bondi, you could do this. The test of high sorcery, but do it like LA Noir. Yeah, use the Red Dead Redemption thing. Yep. And do it like LA Noir. DragonLance. Yep. There you go. You got your game idea. All right. Roll one die and add the result to your present skill. Okay. 2. 7 or less, we're going to go, okay, return to entry 191. So presence is 2. Okay. Over 2. Oh, shit. I roll it backwards. I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. Let me fucking write that with my regular hand. I can't write that with that hand. I don't think. See, this hand got fucked up when my illness set in. So my numbers and shit are off. Affect how to write it affects everything. Okay. All right. Still got this in my hand. I hope this is coming in and there's audio, because if there ain't, I'm gonna be so pissed. Because I've been on here now jabbering. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. So roll one die and add the result to your present skill. If the total is 8 or less. If it's 7 or less, turn to entry 191. Okay. Entry 191. Let's find it. Yeah, you can use it as a bookmark, I guess. Yeah, it helps to use it as a bookmark, in all honesty. But you know, most people would lose that fucking thing. I'm pretty sure. Well, shit. Entry 191, dang-a-lang. Here I was looking for page number. Yeah, that's something you will get confused about. Entry 191. All right. 190. See, they misprinted it as 181. It's 190, 89, 190, 181, 190. All right. There's 190, 181, 191. See, they screwed up and, well, shit. All right, what page were we on? I bet you we fucking blew it again. I think it was 191. Okay. All right. Cameron looks to Forrest and then at you. Then slowly and very deliberately, he walks over to where you stand and looks you squarely in the eye. Raistlin, he says, I'm your brother. I lived with you for a long time. I know just by the sound of your voice that you're hiding something from me. Now, I think you better tell me what's going on here, or I may have to take matter into my own hands. His tone leaves no room for misunderstanding. You're certain you know what he means by taking matters into his own hands, but you must enter that forest. Well, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? I mean, seriously. Caravan, you say, keeping your voice low and deadly serious. There are some things that are better left unknown. This is one of them. Be that as it may, I'm going into that forest, with or without you. You turn sharply and head for your horse. Too stunned to respond immediately, Caraman just stands there. As you reach your horse, you hear him speak, his voice tight with anger. Little brother, you are not going anywhere. You might get killed, and especially not into that forest. You spin about to see him heading toward you. Roll one die and add your agility skill to the result. Okay. It's a way to open it up. Okay, 5 is your agility. Okay. Tell 6 or more, turn to 52. It's 5 or less, go to 198. Uh-huh. Now, you can use an experience point to jack it up if you want to. So, you think we ought to jack it up? You want to use an experience point? But we got to deduct it if we do. Okay, we're going to use the experience point. So, we're going to deduct that. We'll deduct 1 is what it said. Okay. So, I'm going to deduct 1. All right. Minus 1. Okay. All right. We're going to roll a die. What did he say? He said it was 5. So if you put 1 to it, we're going to go with 1. Okay. So we're going to put it at a 6. So we're going to go to page 52. Okay. So we're going to put his agility at 6. Okay. And we'll say he's got agility at 6 because he's dexterous. Okay. All right. We used one of our experience points. Okay. Took a -1 off of that. Okay. I know it looks like shit right there, but just my marks. I'm trying to do 3 things at once. I'm trying not to mark my damn book up. Okay. All right. All right. We're going to entry 52. Like I said, we'll play it until I don't, till I lose, and then we'll get up and play it again. But I definitely want to see what this stream looks like while I'm reading it out, and I'll get better at it, guys. Like I said, we can always commence again. I can get better and improve on this. Okay, this is part of a learning thing. See, I don't have a boss to answer to, and I'm not monetized. Okay, this is purely for a hobby, so I can take my time and I can do this. And if you want to be here on my journey, like I said, I'm welcome to have you here. I'm just a old 40-year-old DragonLance fan who's don't know how much time I got left. But by God, I'm gonna make the best of it. I'm gonna live till I die. I've been in love with DragonLance since shit. I was a little kid. 12 years old, man. Been up here that long. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right. You went to page 52. Caraman must be shown that I'm committed to this course of action you think desperately. A spell ought to do the trick. Driven by urgent need, your mind and body respond instantly. With the speed of thought, you begin a spell that will keep you from interfering with your decision. Suddenly, Karen stops dead in his tracks. You're barely conscious of the surprise and confusion that register on his face. So deeply are you concentrating on your spell, but subconsciously you realize that he knows what you intend to do. Out of the corner of your eye, you see him gathering his massive body to spring at you. What spell do you choose? Turn to the spell resolution table at section 10. Follow the line that lists the spell you want to cast until you come to section 52. And section 10, huh? All right. Well, I'm not going to do anything to hurt him. I don't want to kill him. Okay. Turn the spell res at section 10. Shit, I didn't even fucking pull that up. Until you come to section 52, the number of the section you were reading. Okay. Then turn the section listed at the junction of these 2 columns. Discover the effects of the spell you selected. Okay. Great. All right. So oh boy. Okay. What do we got here? Turn to the spell resolution table at section 10. Okay. Go to 10, then come back to 52. The junction of these 2 columns. Okay, well, I don't know what he picked on that, but I'm guessing this is how to select your spells and do spells, okay? But I see where it picks up. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. These 2 columns of spells. Okay. Let's go to number section 10. And spells here. Am I smart enough to fucking do this? Okay. We forget this, then we'll figure it out. Okay. Page 56. Hope I can remember that. Okay. The spell resolution table, section 10. Let me see if I can find it. Let me set the camera down. Oh shit. Well, remember. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Spell rather when you read cast spell across the index line contains spell you wish to cast with the column headed by the number of the section you're currently reading. At the juncture of these two columns, you will find a number. This number is the section number you must turn to continue reading the story. Be sure to follow whatever instructions are contained in the entry you read. Also, be sure you have the proper spell components to cast your spell if they're needed. Oh, yeah, so if you cast the fucking thing, yep. Alright. He was trying to stop me, so what would I do? I don't want to hurt him, obviously. Okay. I don't know if I'd want to hit charm person. Well, I need him too much to get me there. So I guess I could put him to sleep, but well, yeah. Put him to sleep and go on in, but I don't think that's gonna work. Let's try to charm him. You want to? It might work. We worked on Buppu, and he's as stupid as sometimes his Buppu, according to Raistlin. Okay. So and it was what was that page number? That page 52. So if it was on page 52 that we did this, we'll go to 198. All right, entry 198. I get it now. I understand it now. I might have to redo this again, but I understand it now. I can probably read this a little bit better and get a good handle on what it is. But you get the general idea, don't you, now, of how they do this. This is real nice. I'll give you a hint. Internet Archive. Okay. All right. Hold on there, brother, you say soothingly. I can see you won't be satisfied with anything less than the truth. Well, you deserve that much. I'll have to be a little more specific in my explanation. Cameron stops in his tracks. That's more like it, he says. It's about time you saw the reason. You see him relax a little and form his arms across his chest, waiting for him to continue. You move a few more feet away from him in order to give yourself room and time to cast your most persuasive spell, Charm Person. I'm sorry to have to do this, Cameron, you think, but it's the only way I can be sure that you will cooperate with me. Perhaps it'll be better this way. Now listen very carefully, Cameron, you say aloud. I am going to tell you just what will happen and how you will help me. Under your breath, you begin to chant the words of the spell. Tentago, Mashallah, Tentago. Turn to entry 177. Right. Raistlin grabs his brother and tries to bugger him. No. Oof! The words of your spell still incomplete. 250 pounds of flying water slam into your side and knock you to the ground. As you try and cover your breath, Cameron plants some scalp squarely on top of your chest, one hand clamped over your mouth, and his knees pinning your arms to the ground. He is pissed. He has an enraged look in his eyes as he glares down at you, but when he speaks, his voice is heavy with hurt. A spell? You tried to use spell on me. Have you forgotten who has fought at your side for all these months? Well, let me tell you something, little brother. I haven't spent all this time looking out for you just to have you march merrily in the jaws of death. We're heading for home right now, and that's final. With a strength made for even greater by anger and hurt, he springs to his feet and tosses you effortlessly over his shoulder. Caravan, you oaf! You shout enraged. Put me down now. I must go to the towers. Don't you understand? If you don't let me go through with the test, my whole life will have been wasted. I command you, put me down. Your brother pauses briefly and his muscles seem to relax. He seems to be pondering your words. You start to squirm out of his grasp. Or should we start the Benny Hill music? Start sax attack. Okay. All right. Just as you begin to twist free, Cameron suddenly tightens his grip at your waist. No, Race, he says slowly. I can't let you do it. If you're going to get yourself killed, I'll be lost. I just can't let you do it. The next few minutes are a nightmare. All your reasoning, pleading, cursing, and screaming cannot change your brother's mind. He flings your ass across the horse and ties your hands and feet under his belly. Oh fuck, man. He tied Raistlin to the fucking horse, man. He hog tied his ass. Your screams of frustration echo off the mountain walls, but it's all to no avail. Cameron is determined to take you home, where you'll suffer far more than he has ever known. Your attempt to become one of the greatest musicians of your age has come to an ignominious end. Oh boy. So, alright. That was the first fractured jaunt of the Soulforge. He tried to cheat and be a smart ass and use all that magic, and moral of the story didn't get him any fucking where yet. Didn't even get him to the tower yet. We will commence with this again. I'll take another shot at this. Subscribe to my Twitch. I play DragonLance games on there. I put them on here too. I also do streams now that I know how to do the Twitch. I can do the Soulforge on there and on here. So it's no problem at all. Leave me a comment down below what you think. Okay, it would help if I had some interaction here. I've been going for about an hour, but I'm gonna see how this rolls, and if this is any good, we'll do some more of this. Okay, guys, this is just the introductory for chapter 1. I'm Engine Joe. I thank you guys for tuning in. We will continue if I get enough interest in it. Okay, I don't see anybody in the chat, but that don't mean they don't tune in to watch it later. You know, people have shit to do, like I said. You know, and I'm just one guy. I'm not monetized, and hey, okay, guys. This has been the introductory chapter of Soulforge. So basically, what happened was I tried to do a spell. I pissed Cameron off, and he got pissed off and dog tied me. The horse took me home. Typical fucking Cameron, man. I tell you what, you should have done like Taz and slipped him some Kinder Pack. He'd had a bite of that son of a bitch, gotten constipated. He couldn't have shit. And then Raistlin could have just fucking went off and done what he needed to do. Tower High Sorcery. But yeah, this is the Soulforge by Terry Phillips. Check Internet Archive. I'm pretty sure that they've still got it there in PDF form and you can look at it. You might be able to download it. I don't know. But check it out. And we'll holler at you a little bit later. I'll stream some games on Twitch, but I'm going to take me a little bit of a break. I'm going to smoke. My eyes are getting a little bit tired, but I thought I did okay. I hope. Let me know. Check out my Twitter as well. Engine Joe 82 is my Twitter. It's also my Twitch. Okay. All right, guys. As you can see, I love my DragonLance. All right, y'all. Be good. This is Engine Joe, and you have yourself a good night. Thanks for watching. For all you DragonLance fans, make your content. Roll on.